should you spend 500 to 800 pounds on an office space so that you've got somewhere nice to work and to record? I'd say just for recording, I would be totally against that, because that's a lot of money to spend. And, you know, there's reasons why I don't have like an office space or anything. Not just because of the money, although that's a big factor of it previously, but the friction is huge. Now, you might just go to this office like once a week or something, or you might like it enough to go quite frequently. But I think, at least for someone like me, I like that something hits me and I like being able to record very quickly. If I have to wait and I have to commute somewhere, that will put me off like to a huge level. But when I saw your post, I did think there's so many different ways that we could do this. So you said it doesn't really feel safe to record outside. What if you saved the money? What if you got a car and recorded in that?
Yeah, that'd be a good option, bro. And like that's something that I brainstormed before even as well. Man. So I could do that, yeah.
Yeah, because even if you don't have a license just yet, you can buy the car. You can, you know, put it as your insurance. Maybe one of your parents can put it as their main thing, and then that's your car as well. So it's, you know, because right now you're spending it on this office where like someone else is profiting from you. But you buy some like cheap car, you know, one of your first cars or something. It's £1,000 or something, and you record in there. It's like the vibe of it's still nice as well. Like there's a bunch of YouTubers who only ever record in their cars, and their videos still do well. So that could work. And then you've also got the car. I think like the older YouTubers needed to do that. These days, it's like people want to see the real you. That's why like I'm still able to record in my childhood bedroom in my parents' house. And there's like some people who will say like, oh, it's a bit weird. Like, you know, they won't believe like how much money I'm making or something. But in terms of like the educational kind of content we do, we don't really need that. I wouldn't say an office space would help you. I was just actually reading Influence, which talks about, you know, how to actually make people believe in the things you say. For your content, I'd say office space probably wouldn't be that impactful, but if you could somehow get inside of a school or a lecture, like a university style hall eventually, that might be like good, just to show you that you're some authority figure. You know, like imagine if you were able to record at the front of a lecture hall, suddenly it's like just people's like monkey brains would automatically assume that you're some kind of professor. So that could be like some boost. Up until you can achieve something like that, I can't imagine that being in some office space would make you look more credible, especially if it's like not like a high-end one. If it's like a really, really fancy one and it looks awesome and you've got a private cubicle inside of there, which is all customized and everything, and you've got like some kind of awards on the, you know, that can be nice. But if it's some like public one that's shared and there's someone potentially walking behind you every now and then, I don't think you've considered as many distractions as could happen there. If it comes to it, record on the street then. Take the risk, add it to your videos as well. And literally like whatever you were going to do with this, I would be so authentic that the people watching would actually love the fact that you're being honest. So I'd record on the street and every video I'd mention, oh yeah, I kind of live in the hood, so I've got to make sure I don't get jumped. But anyway, boom. It's like the person watching is going to smile. You see like everyone smiling at that. Or if I was in the car as well, I'd say like, oh, here's another video from me in my Lamborghini today. We're talking, you know what I mean? I'd be taking the piss out of the situation so that the audience are following along. And at some point in the video, I would explain it in detail, exactly what you've just told us, because the story is what people are subscribing to you for. If it suddenly made you more, the thing is you're a hardworking guy anyway, so I can't imagine that you would be more productive with it. I don't think it would even make it easier. I think it's one of those like grass is greener sides, and you can think that it'd make it easier. And the moment you get one and you need to commute to it and you maybe need to get like a bus to it or something, and like it'll be the novelty feeling for a bit, but then when you actually need, like have a duty to make the videos 2 months from now when it's raining and it's cold or whatever, it's like you're probably, that's probably then when you're going to be thinking, oh yeah, I'll probably just record at home at some point, or, you know, I'll record like out in the park or something again because I can't be bothered going to the office, and then you're just paying and losing the money. I don't want to put you in risk. And you said in the previous video, like you saw guys like looking at you or something, and it adds to the story in some ways. As long as you can stay physically safe, it does add to the story, and it says a lot about you as well when you say like, look at how much I want to be a YouTuber. I'm literally risking getting robbed right now in every video, and it's like a running joke that you can just have with your audience.